Hey folks, how you doing? So I was looking on YouTube the other day and I didn't realise they'd made a short film from the book, The Mole, The Boy, the Mole, the Fox and the Horse. And I've seen this short of it. Brilliant. So I'm going to make that into like a comic book page. I'm going to pick a few scenes from that short video. Then I'll do my usual. I'll upload it onto my YouTube channel, and I'm going to do it live, and I'll make it into a video as well. Okay, off we go. Joe Antonio, hello. So the first scene is the fox caught in the snare, so I'm just starting with a liner pen, and then I'll move on to coloured pencils. I'm using Faber-Castell Polychromos, as I always do, really good quality pencils. I talk about them a lot on my channel. Definitely worthwhile buying some. I put a tree in the background, using like blacks and greys and a little bit of blues to create a hint of forestry. It helps frame that scene. He's 10 months old. 10-month-old is a cross between, is a black lab cross between a Weimaraner. So it's got like a silver colour. He's 10 months old. Coat. On to the second scene now. We've got the boy holding the mole in his coat, or in his jumper, his hoodie, whatever he's wearing. Starting with a liner pen again, and then we'll move on to the pencils. I don't know, probably. I think if I can see it, other people can. So I'm just adding branches to the background just to create the scene. They're obviously surrounded by woodland and forestry in the night time, so adding sort of greys and blues to the background, and again it frames the scene, really makes the boy in the mole stand out. Just adding the cinnamon to the boy's cheeks and his nose just to give the illusion that he's obviously cold. He's in the snow in the middle of the night. He's got no form of heating to keep himself warm, so that cinnamon colour really makes him look cold. That's two down. They're the two we've got done so far. Third scene, this is the boy watching the mole walk towards the fox, so again starting off with a line pen. And we'll move to some Faber-Castells. Cheers, Michael Nels. Otaku 3892. Queer and Bonnie Dog, I don't know what that means. emoji. Some random guy. Ignore me, please. That's funny. I like that name, mate. Thanks for that. So the fourth scene, this is the mole approaching the fox, trying to help him, and the fox doesn't like it. Natural instinct is to go and threaten the mole. Richard 45. No problem. Right. That's what we've got done today. I've been on 100 minutes. So that's an hour and 40 minutes to do them for. Fifth scene, this is where the fox threatens to kill the mole. If he wasn't in the snare, I would kill you, he says. And then the mole replies, if you stay in that snare, you'll die. So for the fox's coat, I'm using probably 3 or 4 different shades. First of all, it's an orange. And then I'm using probably 3 different tones of brown. And then for the white part underneath, I'm using like a grey colour. Hello, Bluey. How are you doing? Great. And again, we're framing that scene. Even if it's just a little hint at the top, you can see the forest at the background. But it frames this scene. Gives it a bit of a border. And obviously makes that scene look a little bit more interesting. So on with the next scene. This one is the mole freeing the fox, basically chewing through the fox's snare. Is it a joke or what? Must be a joke. Notice I'm using a ruler to stop my pencil from going over the border of this scene. It's a really simple trick because I'm shading those areas up and down rather than across. It's really easy to put your pencil over where you want it to be, so by just putting a ruler there, it actually stops the pencil from going over that little white border that's framing each individual scene. So this is actually the last scene on this sketch. It's the boy picking up the mole and telling me he did a good job. He did so well. Lovely dark background on this one, really framing the top of that little scene, blending down into a nice, cold, snowy blue. Yeah, once it's done. Yeah, it's taking ages, this. Yeah, alright mate, I went, yeah, snowboarding this morning with Bo. And then took dog for a walk, went to my dad's. And then doing this. That's about it. What about you, mate? What have you been doing? So this is the last drawing on this sketch scene, but it's not actually the last scene. This is the mole talking to the fox, saying, if you stay in that snare, you'll die. So we're coming up to the end of this last scene. So all in all, I think we're looking at about 3 hours, 3.5 to 4 hours of shading and colouring and liner pen work. I really enjoyed the process, and obviously this is just telling a short story of how the boy and the mole met the fox and gained the fox's trust. Alright, I think that is just about done for that video. Right folks, that's that one done. So we've got the all the 8 scenes. We've got the fox caught in the snare, the boy and the mole noticing, the mole walking towards the fox to help it, the fox threatening the mole, saying, if I wasn't in the snare I would kill you. And then the mole says, if you stay in that snare you will die. So then he chews on the snare, releases the fox, and the boy says to the mole, you did so well. Great book, by the way. If you've not seen it, if you haven't read it or seen the short film they've made about it, it's brilliant. Really good book, really good story. Thanks for watching, guys. See you on the next one.